chest infections, sinus infections, and respiratory infections. Now, we all get this, right? This is a normal part of life to get sick, to get the occasional cold, to get the occasional flu, to get the occasional chest infection. The problem arises when it becomes a chronic cycle of disease and you can never get over one completely. Or you've had one, a chest infection, a sinus infection, and you've never recovered since then. You've always been sick since then. Something has always been lingering since then. This is where homeopathic medicine shines. So I treat a lot of children. Now this is applicable for children, or this is applicable for mom and dad too, okay? But I treat a lot of children that have chronic sinus infection and chronic chest infections. And I'm talking kids that are 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, and have been on 15, 20, sometimes 25 rounds of antibiotics with no hope in sight of ever getting rid of this problem. Because the most they're ever healthy for is 15 days at a time, and then it just comes right back, okay? So I'm sure a lot of you are experiencing this because this is a big problem in my clinic. So the problem is each time you take another round of antibiotics, you weaken the system and the body becomes weaker, okay? So what do we usually see go along hand in hand with this? You usually see a lot of vomiting, you usually see congestion at nighttime where kids can't breathe, you see swollen lymph nodes, you see a cough. Cough is a very common thing. A lot of times kids can't drink cold water or eat cold food or drink cold milk because they'll vomit right away. So there's a lot of accompanying symptoms that go along with this, okay? So it's the same type of thing like we talked about with the chronic ear infections. There's two options. The typical option when people tend to go the natural route is they'll eliminate foods. They'll eliminate wheat, dairy, cheese, eggs. They'll just eliminate a bunch of foods, and sometimes it helps a little bit, but it doesn't get to the root cause of the problem and boost the immune system, okay? Then you have the antibiotic route. So antibiotics, like I said, they save lives, but if you need to take them over and over again, it's a defeating cycle. It becomes destructive and it helps absolutely nothing, okay? So the way we do things at this clinic, the homeopathic way of doing this is very simple. What we do is we find a homeopathic medicine. Now, when it comes to sinus and chest infections, there's about 130 different homeopathic remedies, and only one of them will work for your child or for you, okay? So it's very imperative that we get the exact symptoms and the exact combination of symptoms of your cold, your sinus infection, or your chest infection. When we do that, we match that to a homeopathic medicine, and that's when permanent results happen. Now, once again, this is not a magic pill. A Tylenol or a pill from your pharmacist could do it a lot quicker than I can, okay? But our results are permanent. So if you want to break the chronic cycle of chest infections, the chronic cycle of sinus infections, homeopathic medicine is one of the only ways to do it. And you will become out stronger and with a more robust immune system at the end of treatment. So if you guys know someone dealing with this or you're dealing with this, don't waste another minute. Contact us and we'll explain to you how we can completely change your lives, and we'll go from there and we'll make your children stronger because of it.